So why did I change from Cubase to Pro Tools? Almost 9 years later, best thing I ever did. And I know 98% of the people I work with do not use Pro Tools. Um, my workflow changed. The amount of stability I get from it, the lowest latency possible, the fact that I'm doing a lot more sample packs and sample pack demos and working with different kinds of music, I just feel Pro Tools is the way to go for me. And I also make music with it. I make the loop packs, I do all these kind of things. So to me, it really wasn't about anything except I was not happy with Cubase. I got up to 6.5. I've been with it since it was a MIDI sequencer on the Atari, and through my early Mac years, and it worked amazing. But as time went on, I just felt it was crashing too much. I was losing clients because it would just poop out. Um, Not to saying it's a bad DAW. I do think if you're going to use Cubase and you have a lot of synths and stuff like that, it's the only DAW to go. If you're using a PC, it definitely runs smoother on a PC than it does on a Mac from up to 6.5. I still have some friends and they still have some of the same issues. It comes with a lot of features and Pro Tools does not. It comes with a blank slate and that's all I need. I don't need 50,000 little mini sequencers that don't really work and just suck up, CPU power. I like the way it's been upgrading now with all the Dolby Atmos and some of the plugins that they put into their, I think, Circle it's called. And that's great for me. More than happy to see these new things coming in the DAW. But for recording and mixing and stuff like that, it's pretty much my prime. I also, like I said, I produce. I have an HDX card, which allows my sessions to run really low latency, and so it's a great setup on an M2 computer, um, and I'm happy. And if anyone's thinking of crossing the line, it's kind of like Cubase. So it wasn't a huge learning curve for that. Now, you should just be saying, well, Logic and Bitwig and Ableton and this and that and that. Hey, whatever floats your boat, you need to connect to that software. So if you don't connect with Pro Tools or whatever, and you find Sony Acid Pro, for example, as something comfortable you can start with, hey, go for it. There's no standard way to do stuff when you're in your own studio. It's what you like. A studio standards, meaning professional studios, post-production, pre-production, movies, blah, 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 blah. That's a professional environment, and they all use Pro Tools. So if you're looking to record bands, if you're looking to be in that environment, then you need to know how to use Pro Tools. I would suggest learning the DAW you love, and if you get into that, down into your career, then you just learn how to use Pro Tools and you're covered. Two DAWs nowadays is pretty standard. You know what I mean? So I just don't use Cubase. Logic, I do not feel it's logical for this brain. For you, it could be great. It's works flawlessly on a Mac. Just not my thing. Reason used it, kind of liked it, just to make loops and then pop them out. Ableton, it's yet to be desired. I get a good result when I'm working with like a friend in the studio because I don't know the DAW too much, though I know how to move around in it. It just, I don't know, maybe for creating stuff, but I could never finalize if it was just me alone without doing the last bit in Pro Tools for the mixing and everything else, because it's all that stuff is out of the way and I got one screen. I guess it's like if you use Reaper, it's kind of the same thing, but that's like a kind of a DAW that you got to program or something. But a lot of people love it, and hey, use that if it makes you make great music. That's the bottom line. So, yes, Pro Tools was a good jump for me, and I'm more than happy. I'm way into the ecosystem, so I'm great. I got controllers, everything works in sync, the Yukon, and I don't have too many problems. All right, I'm sorry, Cubase. I love you, but I had to do it.